Dassit, yeah. Tell a man there need a M like Huncho, yeah. Transfer to my Monzo. Ayso, when I go where the sun go. When I really wanna be like Bumbo, yeah. See me
So for those who don't know, who's Ayso?
Who's Ayso?
What do you do?
Ayso, an Afro artist, you can say Afro fusion, that's what people are kind of calling it today. I delve in a fair few different genres, but mainly Afro in it. Yeah.
Okay, so would you consider yourself a rapper or singer?
An artist.
An artist, yeah. I like that.
Artist.
Okay, so let's touch on your background. So what's your heritage?
Obviously born in the UK, British, UK raised, but my parents are from Nigeria, so obviously I'm Nigerian, and that's about it. To be fair, I'm not gonna do any of them little tests that people do to try and find the whole. Nah. I'm Nigerian and British. That's it.
What tribe?
Tribe Yoruba and Igbo.
Okay. So where did you grow up?
I grew up in Hertfordshire, so that's anyone in London probably doesn't know or may know. You know what I'm saying? Because of uni, but like, yeah, Hertfordshire is just out of what people call country area. For the white people, you know what I'm saying? How was life growing up there? It was different. Obviously, I'm used to it because I grew up there, but obviously now I'm knowing it's different because I've transitioned. Obviously, going to uni, now meeting a lot of black people, whatever. I'm now just seeing the difference in the cultures. So like, yeah. But growing up there was good though.
You mentioned you went to uni, right?
Yeah.
So what uni did you go to?
Hertfordshire.
Hertfordshire.
Yeah.
How was that?
I would say it was a very interesting experience. We'll say that.
Right.
Especially the transition, like I said, because obviously I grew up in a mainly like predominantly white area. So going to uni now, sixth form, some people started to come in, but uni, I'm now meeting different cultures. Especially London people have now come in, so I'm now experiencing that, you know. So yeah, like it's becoming. It was good though. I can't.
Right. So what did you do in uni?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Songwriting and music production.
Okay. Yeah. So was that the start of your music journey?
Nah. First started year 7, introduced by the piano, my favorite instrument ever. Once I got into that, it was just one of those things, you know, naturally, like I'm doing everything quicker than everybody else. So my teacher's like, oh, this guy, blah, blah, blah. So I'm now thinking, okay, this is something cool. So that's where it started. And then I'd say lyrically, let's say year 8, year 9, I started to get.
Would you say you was the rapper in school?
So yeah, slightly. Because obviously, to be fair, nobody else was doing it, if I'm being honest. Nobody else was doing it. So when I started, obviously everyone was mocking it. You know what I'm saying? So it was that kind of thing. But yeah, I was the rapper.
So would you say you was the best in school, or you had other competition?
Oh no, 100%. There was no competition. Like, but put it like this: for an area that wasn't doing any of that music, rapping, anything at all, really, we're just hearing it. It's the kind of thing where, yes, I can say I'm the best at that time. But obviously, me seeing my growth, I know at that time I was needy in it. Just
all right. So at the time, what style of rap were you doing? Like, what type of sound was you going for?
Because the first people, these are my first music inspirations. I liked Tiny Temper and then Eminem. So that's like the inspiration then. So I'm now, you know, just trying to copy them in it. So literally I'm writing or whatever. When I started writing, I think it was year 9 where I wrote my first lyrics. I literally tried to copy like a Tiny Temper song and make it like my own or whatever. So yeah, that was like the style and I was going for basically.
Okay. Yeah. So would you say at the time you're making more girl songs?
Bro, I was so like naive. Not even naive, but like, yeah, my mind wasn't even on girls really and truly. It's the kind of thing where it was just purely like, just rap like Eminem or rap like Tiny Temper. That was it.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you're from Nigeria and you do music.
Yeah.
So a lot of like Nigerian households and African households actually, when you go to uni, obviously there's pressure to do like courses like doing law, business, and even being like a doctor and all that stuff there. So when you went to uni for music, how was the reaction from the household?
To be fair, at that time it was calm because my parents had to go through years and years of me not concentrating in class, this, that, whatever, blah, blah. So like, it got to a point where, you know what it was? You know, you saved me actually. It was my music teacher. You say I said earlier where he was like, oh, this guy, he was so infatuated with how good I was. Like, oh, he came to my parents one time, parents' evening. He said, oh, your son, he's so good, this, that. My parents looked at each other like, ah. But then he was really telling, he's like, this guy has to be in my class. He has to be in my class. Oh, I'm saying African, but he was English in it. You know what I'm saying? So that, he was the guy that basically swayed their mind, basically. Like, okay, you know what? If he's that good, as they're saying, okay, you know, we'll let him do one course. The rest, maths, English. Just, you understand?
Okay.
So it's that kind of thing.
Right now, do you still play the piano at, say, a professional level?
Do you know what's funny, actually? It's only recently because of like, not really because of anything, social media, I guess, trying to push music and stuff like that, that I started picking it up again. But I never actually did it professionally, so I never did grades or anything like that. I literally just learned by ear. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's about it, to be fair.
Okay. You did mention you started actually rapping, say, from year 8 to year 9.
Yeah, mainly year 9.
So when did you actually start taking it seriously?
It's a funny question, to be fair. I would say that I started taking it seriously. I would either say a year ago or 3 months ago. I know it's weird that I say that because it's like, oh, look, you know, it's been some time now. But I would just say it's that it's the kind of thing where because of uni and this, that, and after just stuff I was doing, I wanted to do music, but I just never took it seriously. I was a bit lazy, more with the vibes, make the song, music video, girls, this, that, whatever, you understand? So it's the kind of thing where it was more that. So like, really like, okay, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna start to push this thing properly, do my research, this, that, let's do this. I'd say, yeah, about a year ago or 3 months. It's a weird thing, but yeah. Because
I see on YouTube, you had a song in 2019, the Bop Truu song, right?
Yeah.
So that one there did, you know, a lot of views. You got a very good reception from that. So at that time, were you not taking music seriously?
You know what it was? Yeah. Again, it was just like, cause put it like this, and if I was at home, I know I wouldn't have really been doing it. Cause my friend, I met a friend in there, still friends with him now. He's still doing music as well. Cause me and him were doing music together, and we really connected from that. Like, we were just making music. You understand? So then it's kind of thing where it came to 2019. Obviously, I had that song, linked up with a guy, had a company, produced, paid him money. He did all that, and then song came out. That was it. But yeah, it wasn't like, it didn't come from me like, oh, you know, let's do it. Other people kind of had to push me, basically.
Right. So obviously it did do a lot of views. So right now it's at 50K.
Yeah.
So I'm sure at the time it was round about in the tens of thousands, right?
To be fair, it actually got to 50K very quickly. Like so this is, at that time, for my first song, it got to 50K in like 1 month, you know what I'm saying? That's for my first song. I got no fans, no nothing, barely anyone knows me, even in uni. I wasn't that bait guy. I was bait for, it's kind of silly, innit? I was bait for just being known, oh, that's that guy in the club again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But was good for just in general, I weren't bait. So like, I got no one really to follow my stuff. So just purely off a bit of marketing, stuff like that. 50K in 1 month is very, very good. You understand? So,
okay, I mean, obviously with them views and you go into uni, like, where people treat you differently, like, you know.
You know what? So, nah, not really. Only because I know if I did it while I was in uni, because I did it like right after finishing. So literally that video, I think it came out in either May or June. I can't remember now, so long ago. But it came out in either May or June. And it's a kind of thing where obviously people have kind of finished their exams, stuff like that. So it's the kind of thing where people are leaving. Also, it's third year, you know what I'm saying? So it was just that kind of thing. But let's say social media wise, I remember I just made a post like, oh, rah, 1 day, 16K views, or 1 month, 50K views. So people are, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah. All right. You did mention you went uni for songwriting, right?
Yeah. Songwriting, music production.
So would you say it helped you with your music?
100%, to be fair. Like, it's a very controversial thing, obviously, because what people say about uni, you know. But I'll say for me, definitely, with me going to uni, it was definitely beneficial, but more on the social part of the people that I met and stuff like that. Now, yes, obviously in the course, I was learning production side of things, you know, and obviously the songwriting part. But essentially, my thing was that if I had looked before I went to uni, and again, this is like where the laziness a bit kind of comes. If I had studied and be like, okay, cool, what's this gonna do? What am I gonna learn from that? Can I do it another way? You understand?
Right.
Then, if it was me, I probably would have, you know, learned outside of uni. But I went uni, I still learned some stuff. So,
Right.
in that sense, it was still beneficial in a way.
Okay. Being an artist, have you ever felt the pressure to say, present a certain like lifestyle or certain image?
Present a lifestyle image. Yeah, like, I can't lie. You kind of fall into that, innit? Because obviously, especially at that time, you know, it's all this is the Burberry. I mean, obviously now everyone's still trying to drip in this, that, whatever. But that time especially, I'm in the uni time where people go into raves, pouring bottles on the watch.
Right.
You know, like, you know, Burberry shirt with them this stuff or whatever. Because of my dad especially, I get that from him, to be fair, but I've never been really a guy of like, oh, I'm trying to flex and be the one scene kind of thing. But obviously I still like to look nice in general, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm not too like worried about, you know, let's say drip and stuff like that, especially at that time. I wasn't too worried about drip.
Right. Okay, so I see that since 2019, you did take a break from dropping music, right?
Yeah.
So was there a reason for that?
I had no plan whatsoever.
Yeah.
So like, it's the kind of thing where, and this is what I'm saying, again, I always go back to this when I'm speaking about this, it's the kind of thing where when you don't have a plan, especially with where I was, I just had the one song, everyone's gassed, put it out, do you get what I'm saying? Does the numbers, okay, cool. Nothing. Obviously it's like I haven't recorded another song, have I? It's just the one song.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh, I've got another song to record. And then I'll even be honest as well, I just didn't have the thingy of like, oh, let me get another song out. You get what I'm saying? Because again, there was so much I didn't know. It sounds silly, but there was so much I didn't know. I didn't even know, oh, how am I gonna get my song made? Oh, how am I gonna find a producer? You know, it's the kind of thing, you know, instead of actually taking the initiative, going online, maybe searching. Yeah, it's that kind of thing.
All right.
So that's what the hiatus in a sense is for.
Okay, so now you're back, yeah?
Yeah. Obviously, I've had in the years since, I've had, let's say, some comebacks or whatever, but now, properly now, yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Because I see online, you do have some motion. So, you know, you've been obviously doing the Afrobars. So that one there, like a lot of people, you know, I'm seeing, you know, they're really rating it.
Yeah.
So would you say that's going to be the next song out, or you're working on some more stuff?
Well, the Afrobars is more like my, let's call it my style in a sense. Right. Obviously, in different settings and like, you know, different songs and stuff like that, obviously I'll do different stuff. I'll sing a little bit, which I'm doing more now. I never used to sing like that anyway. So it's a kind of thing where, yeah, that Afrobars is just more like my style, my thing that I'm pushing, because when these things start to gain traction, Afrobars, I'm telling you, it's gonna become a thing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Since you're making your comeback, are you working on a tape, or you're just gonna work on singles for now?
So originally, I was thinking of doing a tape, to be fair, but I was like, just thinking logically, I'm like, you know what? Thinking in a smarter way, you know what I'm saying? I haven't got like a big following, do you know what I'm saying? So like there's no point of putting out a big project and then trying to putting money into that or whatever and then trying to promote that. Instead, let me just focus on single here, there, do you know what I'm saying, for now. Right. Once I start to get that following, then yeah, of course, the tape will come.
Okay. Are you working on any music videos before the year ends?
it's, you know what, I'll say not proper music videos. You could say maybe visualizer, you could say, you know. But I would just like to say I'm doing content for my music, do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously, again, once things start to really gain traction, and it's in demand, then yeah, like, you know, music video come out, innit? Like a proper music video.
Okay, so in your opinion, would you say that the numbers matter, or you just want to make good music?
For me, yeah, numbers not... Obviously, like, you know, every artist knows, like, you kind of need the numbers to get, you know what I'm saying, the certain stuff that you want. But at the same time, I know, especially from studying things and looking, even though, okay, it's been years that, you know, I've been, you know, not really pushing as hard and stuff like that or whatever, I've gained a lot of knowledge. So I'm seeing in the scene as whatever that, okay, the main things that you need, obviously, along with consistency, you know what I'm saying, faith as well, just making sure that you have that core fan base, and then along with what you said, which is, I forgot what you said again, the first thing that you said.
Yeah, I said, do numbers matter, or you just want to make good music?
Yeah. And then obviously the good music as well. That also relates to just doing things that matter to me. Because I was in the frame of mind of, oh, let me just make bangers or whatever. Or let's say stuff to get the man them gassed. But I'm like, the best thing, keep to yourself, do what you want to do, but then also acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, things here and there, you know. It fits in, to be fair.
When you're in the studio, what would you say is like your creative process? Like, do you need to smoke, drink, or how do you come up with your music?
I mean, obviously, vibes is vibes, isn't it? You know, I'm joking. but it's a kind of thing where, at the moment, just for, again, being strategic, doing things efficiently, I won't go to the studio unless I've got everything written, or at least 90% written, because I know the rest of it I can just, you understand?
Right.
So it's that kind of thing. Just for efficiency, go there, certain hours, record, done. So then it's a kind of thing where I'm not spending more than maximum 3 sessions in the studio, rather than going there, catch a vibe, this, that, or I make something. Then next, before you know it, I've paid for 8 sessions for 1 song. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's that kind of thing.
Okay. You did mention you're trying to bring back that 2016 Afro swing type vibe. Is that the plan?
You know what? It's like a half and a half, I'd say. It's more, because the reason why I say that is because I think, especially with the music scene in general, I say mainly the UK scene as well, I think it's the kind of thing where back in that time, you had a blend of different stuff. Yeah, you had the Afro, you had the UK rap, do you get what I'm saying? Street and the mainstream a bit. You had the drill, do you get what I'm saying? So so that's like 2016 to 2018 time. Like that time, anybody knows, you were outside in them times, you had tunes to play, do you know what I'm saying? Not that you don't now, but everybody knows, do you get what I'm saying? So it's a kind of thing where it's like a blend, like, in a sense, having that, let's say the vibes of that time, but then also now just, you know, again, just keeping to me, make sure I'm doing what I'm doing, do you get what I'm saying? Because obviously I'm on the Afro, do you know what I'm saying, wave, do you know what I'm saying? Not so much Afro swing, a little bit there, but some Afro beat, delve into other stuff as well, yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'm guessing you got a female fan base.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you got a relationship, but how is balancing music and having a relationship like?
It's a kind of thing where, let's say, you know what I'm saying, hypothetically, I was in a relationship or whatever. Or even from being in a relationship before and then times, uni times or whatever, but it's that kind of thing. I would say it's just one of those where, like, really and truly, it just can't depending on who you're with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just as simple as understanding, do you know what I'm saying? Bit of communication.
Right.
You know, a little bit of trust. Obviously, these girls, you know, it can be techie, that kind of thing. But, yeah, like, really and truly, because especially of the kind of guy that I am as well, I know that whether I'm in a relationship or not, I'm always gonna, when it comes to the music, I'm always gonna be about, like, the business, you understand?
Right.
Getting stuff done, do you get what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you experienced, like, the actual artist like lifestyle? Like, do people treat you differently, or can you still just be a normal guy, just making music?
I mean, I definitely ain't got too much to that point yet, but I've seen like when I tell you, don't take long to see, you understand,
Right.
like the early signs of like, oh, who's he? Well, he's this, or you understand, like, yeah, certain situations or whatever. Yeah, I tell you,
Right.
The industry and just even peeping those little situations is made me realize, like, okay, you know what, these rappers, these artists, they're not lying. Like, if you get, it's probably obviously a lot more intense, let's say, the more that you increase in popularity.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, just touching on the industry. So, have you signed a deal or a partnership?
Not signed any deal or anything like that, obviously, because if I'm being real anyway, my highest point in terms of popularity is like, obviously, with that very first tune. It's weird because that was my highest point of, let's say, popularity in a sense, but when I released my second tune, that went on YouTube anyway, it's the kind of thing where that was my, let's say, highest point of, let's say, industry eyes on me in that kind of thing. So like, but I guess that was more from, you know, connections and stuff like that from the people that I was rolling with, you understand? So yeah, it's that kind of thing. Yeah.
Would you say you'd sign a deal in this day and age? Because, you know, this day and age, you can obviously release yourself and, you know, promote yourself. So would you say if a deal was on the table, is that something which would interest you?
Again, you know what? I know a lot of people say this. I would prefer to be independent, but obviously, if the right thing comes along, then, you know, it just has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? It really has to make sense. But especially, I've seen some people say that when it comes to knowing your worth, like sometimes it's best to like take time, you know, even when certain deals come along. Like, I even be so real. It might sound crazy, like, what are you talking about? But even if somebody came now, big label, and said, oh, $1 million, do you get what I'm saying? It would really have to make sense, do you know what I'm saying? Even with me not having any plan-based stuff like that, it would really have to make sense, because it's like, I don't know, I just have that feeling like, yeah, develop yourself first, and then it's a kind of thing where you call the shots when it comes to that table, because especially in this position, they would have pretty much all the say kind of thing. So
would you say you're competitive when it comes to music, or you're just happy to be here?
Now, yeah, a bit of both, 100%. Now, 100%, yeah, it's like, I'm looking at the likes of, obviously, you know, all the men who are up doing their thing already, and I'm just thinking, like, there's no time to waste. Like, I've got to, like, I need to grind and work harder than them kind of thing, you know, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
But yeah, of course, a bit of, you know, happy to be here as well, yeah.
With your style of music, so when people, they hear it, has anyone ever compared you to a certain artist, like, I think it sounds like him?
I think the most I've got is Burna Boy and NSG. I understand with certain songs that I've made, it definitely makes sense. I've got some other artists, to be fair, but like that's the main two, NSG and Burna Boy, to be fair. But again, I don't mind, because it's like, those two are crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know,
for real.
100%.
Yeah. You've seen some success in music. So has it translated into, say, money?
A little bit here and there, you know, like, but not much, to be fair. Again, that's more because of, like, you know, my drive, and also why. That's actually the biggest thing. I say why I'm doing it as well, because obviously before it was just for getting gas, demanding whatever. So, you know, I could have really capitalized off that first song, because, like, especially there's barely any, especially at that time as well, for your first song, with the position I'm in, not many men at all will get that, you understand?
Okay.
So I really could have capitalized if I had, you know, a catalogue of songs, but you know.
Right. So
it is what it is.
So was the money coming from, say, you doing shows, or was it streaming, or
Just streaming, yeah.
just streaming? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I mean, as well, the game has changed. So in the UK, we're seeing artists obviously touching a mill and all that stuff there. So would you say now that could be your motivation to go harder?
Again, so that's why I even go back to the why as well. My motivation now is more, it sounds crazy, yeah, but I've deeped that, like, you know, like, it sounds crazy when I say this, but you know, we're all gonna die one day. You understand? Like, we're all gonna die, no more, nothing.
Right.
So it's the kind of thing where I was in a situation, obviously, where from 2019, even before that, you know, but yeah, that's like 4 years of like not being serious. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's the kind of thing where it's like I've deep that, like, yo, when you really think about it, we're gonna die. At what age we don't know, but let's just say, for example, 80 something.
Right.
There ain't that much time to really pattern and get stuff in order as well, especially where I want to be in a few years. That's what I've looked in. I'm like, yo, you know what? There's no time to waste, no wahala, no this, no that. I have to concentrate and like really, you get what I'm saying? I don't want no regret as well, do you get what I'm saying? I want to put my all and really like, I'm doing this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All the way, yeah. 100%.
I mean, okay, cool. So we're gonna just lighten up the mood a little bit.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just gonna ask you a few questions. And then just give me your honest opinion.
Go on.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I got to drink just in case, just to sip it if I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
All right, cool. So we have Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
Sexy Red.
Some of them I might not know, you know, but go on.
I mean, all right. I mean, do you know who Lori Harvey is?
Yeah.
All right. So we got Lori Harvey, Sexy Red, and Lato.
It's crazy because okay. So what is it? Marry,
smash or pass?
Pass Sexy Red. Smash Lato. Lori Harvey, marry.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what's crazy? I don't know. I feel like Lori Harvey's boring. I'll probably switch it. I'll say Lori Harvey smash, Lato marry.
Marry, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like she's more exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Mercedes-Benz or BMW?
That's a techie one. I'm just gonna shoot in the dark. Peak. Cause they're just so level. Like I feel like you literally have an equal. If you took 10 man,
right,
you'd have 5 man Mercedes, 5 man BMW. It's just that kind of thing.
Right.
I think I'd just say BMW in it. Yeah.
Okay.
BMW.
Cool. All right. So if you was on a boat.
If I was on a boat.
Yeah. If you was on a boat.
Yeah.
And say you could only take a certain genre to go and listen to on an island. Mm-hmm. So between Afrobeats, rap,
Afrobeats.
Okay, Afrobeats. Yeah.
Afrobeats.
Okay.
Do you know what though? See, with the current climate of Afrobeats, we're delving into, you know, some Amapiano. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we got a little bit of, you know, we're blending stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Afrobeats is too sweet, man.
Afrobeats,
it's too sweet. It's too sweet. Yeah, Afrobeats, man.
All right, cool. So I'm guessing for this year you did say you did want to drop just singles, right? So for the year 2025, have you got plans for them? Say a project? You
know what? When I tell you, yeah, people don't know. People don't even know, but they're gonna know, innit? I can proudly say I'm very, 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 very sure that if I get enough engagement up to, let's say, February, March,
yeah,
I'm telling you, I've got the best summer EP maybe of all time.
Yeah? Confidence.
No, because see when you know, like,
loaded,
like it's vibes, you know what I'm saying? But obviously it depends on the engagement. I might just, even so, just do singles anyway. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
If you had a chance to obviously have a conversation with your younger self as far as music, what type of advice would you give yourself?
What type of advice? I have to be careful with this one because I know how I was. I was very infatuated with that outside, you know what I'm saying, kind of life, you know what I'm saying. But I'll probably tell myself, I'll probably try and remind myself about time, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that is a very big thing in terms of where we need to put our focus on, basically we don't have a lot of it. Do you get what I'm saying? And yeah, just really put that into my mind, because when I tell you I was a stubborn guy.
Yeah.
I was a stubborn guy. It was hard to you can tell me stuff, I'd be like, yeah. But then it wouldn't really, it wouldn't really go like that. But definitely say I would try and put the essence of time into my mindset.
Right. I mean, obviously you being a guy who's been doing music for a minute, so is there any advice which you'd give, say, to any young artist who obviously wants to pursue music as well?
I would just say, I know everybody says it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing the results of it now, slowly. So it really does work, but consistency.
Right.
That's literally what I'd say. No matter what, that if you be consistent in everything that you do,
right,
then it's just a matter of time. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm very good, for example, with lyrics, but I would be 10 times better if I was doing it every day. Obviously now I am, but before, if I was doing it since then every single day, bro. Same with social media, same with just being active in general, that kind of thing, 100%.
Okay. All right, cool. So, is there a dream collaboration which you would want?
Dream collaboration? Adele,
yeah?
on Afrobeats.
On Afrobeats.
Do you know how crazy that would be?
Has she done that before?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she hasn't, no. Unless anybody tell me, I don't know. Maybe I've just been non-existent, but Adele on Afrobeats.
Adele, yeah.
Do you know how crazy that would be the...
Right.
That would be crazy.
Okay, cool. So, are there other guys, say, who try to reach out for a feature? How would you go about it? I mean, is that something which you're interested in doing, or you're more focused on your journey?
Well, what do you mean?
Have artists reached out to work with you?
Yeah, of course. Over the course, loads of artists have reached out.
So with you, was that something which you was receptive to, or was
always? I'm one of those guys where my character anyway, I'm quite laid back, chill, calm, vibey kind of guy anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? So and as they also say, it's a gift and a curse, but I'm a very nice guy as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the kind of thing where I'm just always I'm always open to different things. Oh, let's work on this, do that. I'm that kind of person.
Right. Okay. But say you didn't want to do a feature with an artist, how would you go about? Would you tell them, or would you just,
I'll be so real, yeah. Obviously, I'm conscious of people's feelings, but I've realized, especially in this industry and just in life as well, this is why I touched on the whole me being nice thing, gift and a curse. It's the kind of thing where I've learned through painful experiences that you've got to be just straight sometimes with certain people. So it's just also the easiest way to just get things okay, done, move on to the next kind of thing. Just be, direct. So even with something like that, I would just be honest without being rude. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's simple as that, really and truly.
How did you get your name, Ayso?
Nothing creative. I'm so sorry. Nothing creative. I don't know if I want to bail out my government. I don't know. I'm even just saying that because that's what people are doing, but
It's just a play on your government name, yeah?
Yeah, play on my government name, you know what I'm saying? And Yeah, that's it. There's nothing creative at all. It's not, I grabbed it from the start. Nah.
Yeah. All right.
Ayso.
So outside of music, is there certain things which you're trying to venture into?
Outside of music, I would love to do acting, but I feel like I'm just not serious at all. Like, we'd be doing a scene, I'll just start laughing. Like, you know, obviously, you know, we see them, like, movie stars or whatever, they all got bloopers, they start laughing in it or whatever, but like, you know, I'll possibly act. But definitely, through music anyway, I've always been interested in delving into like things film music-wise. So I don't know if you've heard of like Hans Zimmer or whatever. Have you ever watched Interstellar?
Yeah.
He did basically, if you heard the track, you might know it in it, but he did the track for that in it.
Okay.
So like, he's one of my biggest inspirations. I'd be so real.
Right.
When it comes to like the core of music, so obviously them man, they do instrumental stuff, you understand?
Right.
And obviously even me, when I started out, I was learning music theory, all of those stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay.
Still.
So, in your honest opinion, like, if you had a top 5, whether rap or Afrobeat, like, who would you put in your top 5, like, artists who you rate?
I'd have to do right now, because like...
I mean, it's in no particular order as well.
Yeah. I'd have to do right now, because it would just be like, of all time, it would just be peak. Because obviously there's so many artists that are just too good or whatever. Right now, I would have to say, you got Ruger. You got, who else have we got right now? I'm gonna try and do different genres as well. Ruger, let's say Rimsey. There's a guy called Olive the Boy. He's an Afrobeat artist from Ghana. I've just found him recently. He's cold, yeah. There's a girl, her name's K1, R&B singer. If you haven't heard her, oh my days. Yeah, K1 in it. What is it, 5, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to think of my playlist who I've got on there. Ooh! What's her name? King Maddie.
Right.
I think her name is King Maddie. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. King Maddie. I'm one of that Ole song. I'm streaming it like crazy right now.
Yeah.
Still. And then who's the last one? Let's try and go with another rapper who I think is cold, or somebody else. Who's somebody else? Let's just say Ashake.
Okay.
Let's say Ashake.
Okay, that list is solid still. Yeah, it's solid.
I want it to be a bit varied, you know, with different people, but like I'd have to go back to my playlist to really see. Yeah.
You said you're the bars guy, right? The
Of course.
Bars guy, yeah.
Of course.
I reckon we can get a freestyle.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, is it more acapella or would you want like a beat with it?
Whatever people probably feel most. I could do both, to be fair. Like, I really don't mind.
I mean, can we get an acapella?
You wanna get acapella now? All right, yeah, I got it. Yeah, see, I don't wanna be gentle. You know, be French when I say no mercy. I go gym, now I'm better than Hercules. I used to play, but now I talk dirty. I'm so leng and I never been Turkey. See them no be on my drip like Burberry. You can't come around this side, baby. You know VIP where DE. That's it. I'm just gonna give that one.
Yeah, man. That's lit. That's lit, man. You got
obviously on a beat. It just sounds so much better.
Anyway, Ayso, is there any other mentions which you would want to include in the interview, as far as say any plans or shout outs to anyone?
Plans wise, I've got 2 singles coming, you know what I'm saying, to the end of the year. Obviously, hopefully people are gonna, you know, really mess with them. I've got some other stuff as well. I can't say exactly what it is, but I'm very excited for it. So let's just say it's stuff in the film music side. You know what I'm saying? I got some stuff there, you know. So I'm excited for that as well. And then, yeah, in terms of shout outs, I can't lie, I'll be real. My mind, I'm trying to think even now, but my mind's gone blank. There's a guy that is cold. His name is Sims. He's Afrobeat. Afrobeat artist. Who else have we got? I'm trying to say that K1 girl. I'll be real.
Right.
R&B wise, people need to check that girl out. She's different.
How can the fans find you? Like, are you on Spotify, Apple Music?
So everywhere, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere I should go under the name of Ayso Dassit. So AYSODASSIT. That's it. It's like my little catchphrase.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of other catchphrases.
Yeah.
Mr. Afrobars.
How'd you get it? How'd you get the
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny? Yeah. It's in uni, innit?
Yeah.
So like, all of a sudden, I'm just surrounded by Zims, innit? I don't know where you lot came from.
Yeah.
You lot like, so I just surrounded by Zims, and then this one guy, yeah. Oh, shout out to him as well. You should check him out. He's a dancer, yeah. This guy called Tinashe, yeah.
Okay.
So like, yeah, he's a dancer or whatever. And then just one time, I just hear him say, "Oh, that's it." I was like, what is it? What is that? That's it, innit? And then started to say, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, because it just makes you feel good, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously, you know, it's like a lit kind of thing. You know, you're lit, this, that, whatever, everyone's gassing, that's it. Yeah, that kind of thing.
So what, if you blow, would you reckon you owe him a percentage?
Huh?
If you blow, would you reckon you owe him a percentage, or you put him... No. It's like that, yeah?
No, if... Really? That what? Is that how it goes? We'll see, man. We'll see. Nah, I'll probably pay him a bit of homage because obviously I got it from him, to be fair. So I'll probably be like, hold that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Anyway, Ayso, it's good having a chat with you today. And, you know, it's another episode of BusyChatsTV.
Yeah.
And Talk with Busy with a special guest today. Ayso, till next time.
Till next time, man.
Yeah.
Next time, hopefully, there's going to be a little come up, you know what I'm saying? Maybe more.